Guys, as we all know, The Flash dropped a few bombshells in the 100th episode of The Flash mid-season finale. Now, here's the thing. Now, one of the things that really shocked me was the fact that it calls into question Nora West Allen's motives and her honesty, because we saw Nora link herself up with the Reverse Flash, aka Eobard Thawne. And I find it rather interesting because she meets Eobard Thawne while going back to when Barry, reached out to Thawne to increase his speed to defeat Zoom. Remember? Season 3? I don't know, Season 2? Remember that? Anyway, in the 100th episode of The Flash, Barry and Nora had to travel back in time to different moments in his lifetime, including his battles with the Reverse Flash, Savitar, and Zoom. Now, the object of their mission was to produce a device that they can use to produce. As I was saying, the object of their mission was to procure a device they could use to defeat Cicada. A villain that was inadvertently created by Nora's tampering with the time stream. Now, during an encounter with the season 1 Eobard Thawne, Nora was visibly shaken at the sight of Thawne's Reverse Flash costume, and again when she learned that Thawne murdered Barry's mother, Nora Allen, which is something she apparently didn't know before that night. I find rather interesting, but possibly it's kind of smart on Thawne's part if he did manipulate her somehow, because, I mean, why would you want to tell someone that you're going to manipulate? Well, why would you give them a reason to actually not, get in cahoots with you? If that is the case. Now, at the end of the episode, Nora visits Thawne's AI Gideon in the secret chamber, or as they call it, the Time Vault, at Star Labs, and uploads her journal of Speed Force's coded notes. Nora asks to send a message as well, but changes her mind and decides to deliver it herself. She travels to 2048, I thought it was 2049, to angrily confront an imprisoned Eobard Thawne, who was apparently secretly involved in Nora's mission in 2018. And it's this sense, I'm sorry, not this sense, but it's this scene that potentially sets up the Flash's darkest twist yet. That Nora Allen could really be Thawne's daughter, not Barry's. Sorry about that. Now, here's another thing. The Flash is twisting to play with Barry's family a lot, and I've noticed that too. Now, the reveal that Nora is connected with Eobard Thawne is right in line with the previous twist from past seasons of The Flash. Now, as we all know, mind you, this is a theory, by the way. The main storyline in each season of The Flash generally comes with a few twists and turns along the way, and many of them have to do a lot with Barry and his family. Barry's mentor, Harrison Wells, turned out to be the man who murdered his mother in Season 1. The Flash Season 2, Barry discovered that Zoom's mysterious prisoner, the real Jay Garrick, was actually the Earth 3 version of Barry's father, Henry Allen, even though he wasn't actually Barry's father. Now, after spending nearly a season trying to unravel the mystery of Savitar in Season 3, Team Flash was horrified to find out that the self-proclaimed god of speed was actually a time remnant of a future version of Barry. Now, the time remnant became a villain after feeling that he had been abandoned by Barry and his family. One of the Flash Season 4's biggest twists came at the end of the season was the season's finale cliffhanger ending, in which saw Nora reveal her identity to her parents. Perhaps at this point, it's not a stretch of the imagination to say that Nora isn't exactly who she says she is. People close to Barry have been known to keep secrets from him, and this could be the Flash's producer's latest twist. Nora says she's Barry's daughter, but she's lied before. Now, Nora West Allen is the latest person in Barry's extended family to hide things from him, but this isn't her first offense. At the beginning of The Flash Season 5, Nora claimed she couldn't return to the future using super speed or the Legends Wave Rider because of the negative tachyons in her body. Barry later realized that Nora lied about the tachyons as an excuse to remain in the present. The only character who seems to have reservations about Nora is Sherlock Wells. In an earlier episode, Sherlock asked Nora if anyone influenced her decision to travel back in time and alter history by helping Barry with the falling satellite. Nora's nervous reaction to the question was suspicious to say the least, and The Flash Season 5's mid-season finale revealed why. Nora is working for the Reverse Flash. Now, I'm thinking maybe the Reverse Flash threatened to kill her, obviously, if she had said anything. So I think that's what that was. Nora's deceptions go even deeper, though. She also has a journal written in the same language used by Barry when he came out the Speed Force in the Season 4 premiere, which Sherlock actually investigated himself, and he actually translated to say that this timeline is male, which really left me in a bit of a circle in terms of what the hell she meant by that. Yeah, if you guys saw my video or my review of that episode, you can see it. I'll leave a link to that review in the description. I'm sorry. I'll leave a link to that review in the description box below. There it is. Sorry. As I said, she became frantic when it went missing. Sherlock managed to decipher one telling line, which I just quoted. The timeline is malleable. Although I thought it said the timeline is males. Well, then again, that probably wouldn't make sense, though. Which is a far cry from Nora's explanation, which is that she was recording events just in case the timeline was changed. It kind of makes sense, though. I mean, her recording shit and stuff like that. What other secrets is Nora keeping from her father and the rest of the Team Flash? Even though working with Eobard Thawne is a shocking twist in and of itself, there may be even more that Nora wishes to keep hidden, at least from her parents. There's at least one secret that would be even more heartbreaking to Barry and Iris than the reveal that Nora is helping Thawne, and that would be if Thawne is Nora's father. Nora's lies and relationship with Thawne raises a new question. Is Nora really Barry's daughter? Nora was deeply affected when she got a glimpse of Thawne's Reverse Flash costume. Thawne seemed genuinely surprised when he learned that Barry's daughter's name was Nora and not Dawn, which comic books fans know to be the name of Barry's daughter in the comics. Thawne then says to Barry, and I quote, "At least you still have one," which could mean that future Barry has or had more than one child. Alternatively, Thawne's surprise could be explained by the idea that future Barry doesn't have a daughter named Nora. The one problem with this theory, though, is that Gideon recognized her as Nora West Allen. End quote. It's quite true. Now, Nora also took a DNA test to prove that she was the daughter of Barry and Iris, but Nora somehow deceived everyone by making it appear that she had negative tachyons in her system. So, with that in mind, it's possible that she could have faked the DNA test. If Thawne was involved, faking her way through the test would have been even easier. It shouldn't be forgotten that Thawne seemingly transformed himself into a completely different person by becoming Harrison Wells in Season 1. And I love this season's callbacks to Season 1 so far. They're really dope. And numerous other seasons as well. Thawne could have done the same with Nora. Naming his daughter after the woman he killed, his archenemy's mother, is so poetic and evil that it seems like just the sort of thing Thawne would do. If Nora is Thawne's daughter, it's hard to determine how much she knows about their relationship. Her affection for Barry and Iris does appear to be real, as well as her curiosity about their past. However, her decision to visit Barry's parents prior to the death of Barry's mother could have more to do with the Reverse Flash than her grandparents, particularly if she knows Thawne is her real father. Another possibility is that Nora is oblivious to all of this and legitimately believes herself to be Barry's daughter. Thawne could have brainwashed her in order to cause Barry's heartache. God damn. So what does this mean for Season 5 of The Flash? Well, here's what it means. Nora being Thawne's daughter would have major repercussions for the rest of The Flash Season 5. First of all, it would renew Thawne's role as Barry's greatest enemy and potentially make him, and not Cicada, the main villain of Season 5. Furthermore, it would undoubtedly bring more inner turmoil to the West Allen couple. After coming to terms with Nora being their daughter and growing close to her, finding out that it was all a devious trick by Thawne would be a huge shock to them, and both that could hang over them for the remainder of the season and the series. If this is the case, then it will open the door for the back half of Season 5 to explore the identity of Barry's real daughter. Barry did mention twins in his ramblings when he came out of the Speed Force. He does have twins in comics, Dawn Allen and Don Allen. In the Arrowverse, the twins could both be daughters, Nora and Dawn, or Dawn and someone else, like Dawn from the comics. If Eobard Thawne is fooling everyone into thinking Nora is Barry's real daughter, then the truth will eventually emerge in The Flash Season 5. And it makes a lot of sense. This has been your boy Share Speaks, so man, I love you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want more content, if you guys have any ideas as to what videos you guys want me to do next, let me know in the comment section below. I'll gladly do them. They're always welcome. They always will be. What do you guys think about this theory? Do you think Thawne is pulling a big wool over Team Flash again? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys have any theories, let me know in the comment section below as well. God bless.